Well, CG Week, Corporate Governance Week is coming around again, and as you would have seen in one of our other previews, one of the topics of discussion is shareholder engagement. And S. Sivanesan, partner at Roddick & Davidson, is here once again to tell us a little bit more about one of those specific points. Siva, one of the points obviously being AGMs, annual general meetings. They all seem to happen at the same time, but the companies are obviously trying very hard to have those meetings as soon after the financial year as possible.
Yep.
So, rock in a hard place. Which way should we turn?
I think it's like I said, it's just the manner of the beast when you impose certain guidelines and deadlines and you expect proper, frank disclosure in a timely manner. All the companies have no option. They have to have the AGMs within a certain time frame. Unfortunately, they all tend to come together, but that's not really a deliberate action by companies acting together. It's just the way the rules are set. And I think if shareholders find it hard to attend so many AGMs, they need to pick and choose which ones they would like to attend, and that's the way it is. I think, yeah.
But on the other hand, I mean, as you say, the companies, don't go out of their way to time their AGM, at the same time as others. But we can't really expect the companies or the exchange to say, hey guys, can you just spread out your AGMs a little bit? Because after all, the whole point is to have timely discussion of the issues.
Yeah. So there needs to be a balance, and the exchange cannot micromanage all its companies and say, I want you to behave in this way. It's one thing to say each company behave in a particular way, but to then say all companies behave in a particular way, I don't think that's going to fly.
Yes.
And I think that's just the way it is, and shareholders have to acknowledge that. And if a shareholder holds many shares in several companies, you have to pick and choose which ones you can attend. And if you cannot attend any but that you would like to attend, use proxies. Get your proxies to go down, ask the relevant questions, and that's how you manage it.
Yes. Of course, the reason why there are so many AGMs that are at the same time is because so many companies have the same financial year. So, should there be an encouragement of a change in financial year in order to spread out the AGMs?
I think that's a business decision. And again, to what extent does a regulator want to go into there?
It is micromanagement then, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a business decision. Companies must be able to run the way they think best. And it's not for a particular shareholder or a regulator to say, well, because of the inconvenience caused to me, can you please change your financial year? That, to me, doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Still, as I was saying previously, when I was at CNBC covering earnings, it was very difficult to get your head around so many reports that all came flooding in at the same time, and for the companies to all get airtime because there is simply so much competition for airtime. Do you think there might be a way of differentiating that if a company says, hey, if we change our financial year, then we'll be reporting at a time that nobody else is, and we will get more airtime, we will get more attention?
Correct. It is possible. If you choose a financial year that's really odd and you stand out in the crowd, you will get more exposure. I just question whether you have AGMs and you then have the quarterly and half-yearly reportings, whether that also gets mixed in together. So unless you choose a year that's, say, ending in October or November, where no one else is there, yes, then you can stand out. Otherwise, you will face it.
Or 29th of February, not a very popular date.
That's right, yeah.
The conversation continues at Corporate Governance Week. The details are at the website that's appearing on your screen. Siva, thanks again for coming in. We look forward to seeing you at the conference.